So next we'll move down to post tags, and here we want to have post tags that are directly relevant to the copy, to the content that we've been writing about. These will be very useful for users and readers, visitors to your site that are trying to browse various subjects and content on your own website. So be sure to have some good post tags in here. Just a handful. You don't need a lot, but you definitely want more than one or two. So we'll add a few here, and we'll simply type the keywords and separate them by a comma. And then when we have them all there, we'll simply click Add. Now, once we have categories and post tags, we want to include an image on the post. Now, some websites are set up differently. This one has custom fields that we want to use in order to display our image to the left of the content once it's published. So what we need to do is first upload an image. In this case, we'll scroll all the way up and we'll save draft. We don't want to publish it until it's completely done, so we'll save draft, and we will go all the way to the left and click on Add New under Media. This will bring up a dialog box that allows us to search for a file on our hard drive. In this case, it's a picture on my desktop. Once the image is uploaded, we can edit it a little bit. And so now for search engine optimization, the title, the alt text or alternative text is very important, as well as the description. We almost never add captions and unless it's for visual representation. A caption, if we were to fill this out, would show up on the website as just some sort of caption underneath the image. So let's leave that out of it. Let's create a good title for the image. Even though the image is just gynecologist 1 in this case, it could be a little more effective if the image itself was perhaps female gynecologist. So since this file name is not ideal, it doesn't say female maybe underscore gynecologist, which would be a little better, we can at least put that in the title, and we can put something in the alt text. Okay, and we can add a description, and there you have it. So we have a good title, we have a good alt text, alternative text, and we have a good description. Now these descriptions ideally would have some sort of keywords in it. In this case, gynecologist is what the image is. We don't want to add anything that isn't representative of the image, and so I don't want to push it too far because this is exactly what the image is or what the image could be. If I try to add more keywords in there, it's always a good idea to have keywords, but it's not a good idea to put keywords in there just for the sake of having keywords. Search engine optimization plays a big role in images because Google, other search engines, as well as users of the website are able to search your images based on these, based on title, the alt text, and the descriptions. So we need to make sure that it's a direct representation of whatever we're looking at in the picture, and not to go into too much detail and try to push the bounds of how many keywords we can fit in the description, for example. So this is a good title, alt text, and description, and so we will say Save Changes. Now, once we've saved changes, this will be a list of all of our images on the website. The most recent one should be at the top. In this case, we will make sure that the name is correct, and we will go back to Edit, and we will select this file URL by simply clicking on it, copying and pasting, and from there we will go back to our post and we will click Edit, and from here everything's exactly how we left it. Now we'll go back to that custom fields area. So the custom fields area, we will select thumbnail, and then we will simply paste that link that we have in there. And so that will show the image that we just updated and how we have this website developed the custom fields using thumbnail, we'll put that image to the leftmost of the content in the blog post. So we have the image. Next we'll go down to the all-in-one SEO pack. Now this is very interesting. Like I said, it's a very customized area of the website, a tool that's used as a plugin that can be very effective at SEO. And so what we want to do here is two simple things. One, we want to copy the title word for word, copy and scroll back down, paste the title, and we want to add a description. When we're adding a description, try not to have too many more characters than 160 because Google and other search engines and resources pick up a very limited amount of a description for the blog post. This can be completely unique, or you can copy maybe the first sentence or two of the blog post if that's the most relevant information. In this case, we'll have that. We will keep keywords blank because Google no longer picks them up. Post tags, they won't pick these up either in the same way. They will understand that this is ideally generally used for website navigation rather than search engine optimization, but it does help to an extent. It's just Google is no longer putting any resources towards recognizing these meta keywords that are possible in all-in-one SEO pack and other places and other websites and so on. So we can leave that blank, and as long as we have our exact title and a good description with some keywords in there, then we're all set. So now we've gone over everything and we are ready to publish, and before we publish we want to save draft and we want to preview. So here is our preview, and there is our image that we've created. It has the link that we have in there, and it has the read more links and everything else. So now everything looks good to me, so we'll go back to our post by simply clicking Edit Post, and we can click Publish. Now that our post is published, we can edit it any way we like and simply click Update, or we can move on and add a new post or simply navigate throughout the website. Thank you for watching. We've gone over how to add useful titles, how to add and take away links, and when to use links in new windows, and how to link to other content on our website. We've talked about how to have a blog post at least 250 words or so to have the most relevant content in the beginning, as well as the keywords making up the entire blog post to be about 2 to 5%. And we've gone over categories and how to create subcategories if the content is a little more specific than just a category that we have previously created. So in this case we have a subcategory that is a little more suited for this, and we can choose to have it part of both categories or just one. And so we went over post tags and how they're really useful for user generated searching, and as well as content throughout your website. We've gone over how to add an image using our media add new button, and once we have the image we put the URL under the custom fields thumbnail image area. So that will add the image to the leftmost area of the content once the blog post is published. Then we went down to all-in-one SEO pack and explained how some websites do not have it, but if you do, we simply add the same title, description, and leave keywords blank because Google no longer picks up these type of meta keywords. So thank you very much, and as always, if you have questions, do not hesitate to contact one of us here at Metzger.com.